Hi everyone, it's Charlotte here today and I'm going to be doing a video all about Finley's rescue story, the adoption process and why I chose to adopt instead of buy from a pet shop or a breeder. So in today's video I'm going to probably begin with the adoption process and why I chose to adopt, and I just want to say a massive thanks to Honey Bunny's Rescue, which is where I did adopt Finley from and was really the only rescue I was looking at. I did a lot of research on the rescue and I found out that Honey Bunny's is a really reputable rescue in England, and I am really happy with Finley so far. He is just absolutely adorable and he really is a credit to Kathy, his foster mum, who looked after him on behalf of the rescue. So Honey Bunny's is a rabbit and guinea pig rescue, so that is what they solely rescue, and it is a home-based rescue, so it just purely relies on donations and help from foster people and volunteers and things like that. So they have many animals all over with foster mums and everything, but they are based around Leicester in the UK. So I've got Finley on my lap, that's why I'm looking down, but I will show you him in a bit. But Honey Bunny's, is based in Leicester. However, they do have foster people around the areas and they do also do transport to different places. So if you do live quite far away or you're not able to get there, you probably will still be able to adopt, hopefully, or as long as it's not like literally like the other side of the country. But I'm sure that they will try and do their best for you and for the piggy in question. So I chose Honey Bunny's, as I said before. I did a lot of research on them and I found that they were a really reputable rescue, and they were actually recommended on the guinea pig forum, and that was also where I noticed them. Because I was moving to Lincolnshire, I wanted somewhere, obviously an adoption centre, well, like a rescue that was relatively close by. So it's about an hour's drive from me, and that isn't too far at all. And kindly my mum's partner drove me there because at the moment I'm learning to drive, although I technically know how to drive, but anyway, I'm not going to get into it. But basically I went and adopted him from Kathy, who was his foster mum. Now, the main reason why I decided to adopt instead of buy from a pet shop and rescue is that I previously had some bad experiences with breeders, and I don't particularly like buying from a pet shop either. Pet shops I've generally always tried to avoid for buying animals, just because you really don't have any clue where they're coming from, and a lot of them can be ill, and I've witnessed that in the past going to pet shops and letting the people know, and they just seem to not care really, and it's really sad. So I've had bad experience with pet shops, so that was definitely a no-no for me. Breeder, I have had past experience with breeders before, and Clara and Arabella were initially from breeder, who I would recommend because he seems like a really reputable breeder. However, I would probably still not go for a breeder again, now knowing how easy it is to rescue and how you really do find lovely little pigs who are just suited well for you. So I really highly suggest rescuing. And one of the other reasons about breeders is why I would technically would avoid now is because when I got Daphne, she was technically from a breeder, and unfortunately she came to me quite ill with fungal infection, which spread throughout my whole pigs and was an absolute nightmare, even besides when I did the quarantine period. So that was an absolute nightmare and I would never want to go through that again. So I know that getting a pig from a reputable rescue, you don't have to do a quarantine period because they've already gone through that once they've arrived at the rescue. And also the foster people or the actual main rescue that hold them are always making sure that they're healthy and not got any illnesses or any ailments or anything like that. So you know what you're getting at a rescue. They've really looked after their animals well, especially if it's a reputable one. You want to find the best rescue you possibly can in your area. Sadly, there are some bad rescues out there. However, if you just look for the best one, it is, you know, the internet is your friend, and that is how I found Honey Bunny's initially, and I'm really glad I did. So Honey Bunny's, as I said before, is based in Leicester, and so we did travel down there. Now the adoption process, I'd already disclosed some information about my setup for my current 3 girls before Finley, and I told the lady, I think it's Jill who runs Honey Bunny's, and I told her how many pigs I had and what kind of cage they were in and what size, and also what I was planning to expand to and why I wanted another guinea pig. And I also linked her to my YouTube channel, and I know that foster mum Kathy, who looked after Finley, has had a look on there, and it's lovely for them to upkeep with him. But basically all I had to do was to provide just my address, vet information, the cage size. Normally they do home checks, but because I think because I was an hour away or so, it was a bit too far for them to do home checks, so all they required was just me to send details and a photo. And obviously because of my YouTube channel, that kind of helps back it up that I am actually saying what the setup is and what it isn't. So that's how I did it, and then they were so happy to give him to me. And what the fee for honey bunnies is, there is just a standard minimum donation rate for each piggy that you will adopt from them. It was £25, and so obviously you can donate more than that and do whatever you like with it. Do you want to have a feature? Do you want to show everyone yourself now? Hey? This is Finley, and he's wriggling a bit, aren't you, honey? Yeah, you're wriggling. Oh. But yeah, so there's a minimum donation fee of the £25, and obviously your transport costs to get there or for them to do the transport. So I didn't think that was at all bad, and also it's going to an absolutely great cause. It's going to all the other guinea pigs and rabbits that need help out there. So Finley is also neutered. I know a lot of people have been asking me about that. Will he not have babies with my girls? And definitely not. I would not allow that at all. And he has been neutered by the rescue, which is also another benefit of getting from a rescue, because they're already neutered and they are all ready to go with your current guinea pigs, and it also saves you the worry of putting them under anaesthetic yourself and having to get to know them, and then if something bad happened it would just be awful. So I'm really glad that he was obviously neutered, and that meant that I was really wanted to get from this rescue in particular, because I knew that he would be all ready to go with the girls and I wouldn't have any worries about his health going through an anaesthetic. So that is where the kind of adoption process is. So all I had to do was literally tell them when he was ready. They told me what date he was ready to pick up, and it actually synced really well with me moving. So it wasn't like that he was waiting for a home all that time. I did actually reserve him because they had him on their Facebook page, didn't they? And they said that he would be ready in about 3 weeks time when his post-op period would be finished. So that's what I did with them, and I just sent her a message and said I absolutely fallen in love with him and I need to reserve him, and as you know we're moving, so that'll be perfect timing, won't it, Finley? Hey? Oh, you're so cute. He is absolutely adorable. I'm now going to get on a bit more about Finley's story and all of that. So Finley was actually born in rescue, so he is just over 8 months. He will be 9 months, I think, on the 20th of July or something like that, won't you? It's not far really. But he was born into rescue with 3 other siblings. I will put some photos on the screen and you will see a little bit more about his past history and how he's grown up and everything. Because he was born into rescue and foster mum Kathy looked after him from birth. Now his mum was brought in a hoarder situation, so there was around 188 guinea pigs brought in, and it was from this lady who had them in this big like room or this barn or something, I think she said, and it had no natural light. They had no bedding in their cages, and obviously they had really small cages and they were just all bunged in together. And like obviously guinea pigs were really ill. A lot of them unfortunately had to be put to sleep because they were too far gone. Now his mum, I will show you a picture now, she was quite ill. She had a lot of skin issues, and you can see from the picture that she had balded quite a lot on the back end. And fortunately she is back to full health now, and I'll also insert another picture now of her and Finley's sister. And she was really good because Kathy brought her all back to health, But it's just really sad to hear about the story that his mum had to go through, and all the other guinea pigs that did, and that a lot of them had to be put to sleep. It's just really, really, really sad. And that is another great reason why rescuing is so important. You're really giving a guinea pig a chance, and especially one that has been in that situation, you're really giving it a chance. Finley, he's grown up, you know, knowing life and comfort and great things, haven't you? Because Kathy looked after you really well, didn't she? Yeah. I know, you're missing the girls. He's so good with the girls now. All the girls absolutely love him. He's actually had a slight haircut, if you can see him. I think Arabella, my Barbara, has been having a go at your hair, hasn't she? Yeah? Hasn't she? Do you want this treat? Do you want this treat? I know, the other girls don't like these treats. Oh, you do? Are you gonna eat it? Are you gonna eat it? Yeah? Oh, good boy. But I'll show you some close-ups of him and then just go through a little bit more. So this is little Finley, and as I said, he's 8 months old, and he is an absolute joy. He is so friendly. He is so good with the girls now. They've had over a week to settle down, and they have really done well. Oh, you can see he's just laid down. You're such a cutie patootie. But he is so sweet. He is so tame. That's also another great benefit of getting from a rescue. A lot of them have already been handled a lot, and especially by Kathy. I know that she handled him daily, and you can really tell that. I mean, it just shows so well that he is already allowing me to stroke him all the time, and he just seems to really enjoy it as well, which is just lovely to see. He's just an absolute joy, and I'm just so happy with him. Hey? So happy with you. He is so friendly. He is, I think I keep saying that, but I am just really happy that I made the decision to get a neutered male, and I'm so happy that we chose him, and also that Honey Bunnies allowed us to adopt him, because I know that their adoption process can be sometimes quite difficult to get through, just because some people go there with smaller cages and think that they can live in those and don't have the adequate space or situation for these guinea pigs. And as we all know, guinea pigs need a lot of space, and so once their new cage is built, it's going to be about a 2x11 for 4 pigs, so that's a really good size for them all, and I'm really happy, and I'm really excited to give them that cage once it's all done. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. Oh, you're so cute. You are. You're so cute. He's just completely snuggled, haven't you? You're completely snuggled. He's just, you can see how comfortable he is, and he is not afraid at all. He is just so content, and he is loving having the girls around. He's definitely grown in confidence over the time that I've had him with them, and definitely I've caught him in a house with Daphne, if you can believe it. Caught him in a house with Clara on many occasions, and obviously Arabella has been giving him a good old groom over, which is not surprising from her because she does tend to do that to the other girls. Yeah. He is just absolutely gorgeous. He really suits his name as well. I think it really suits you, doesn't it, Finley? Yeah, you're gorgeous. But I'm so glad that also all of you love him, and you've all been sending me lovely little comments saying how pretty he is and how much you love him, and that you're so glad it all worked out, and I'm really appreciative of that. But I think I will have to end the video now. Finley is looking so cute on you. Oh, I don't want to disturb you now. You're enjoying this one-on-one time. See, I've not actually ever had a pig that really enjoys cuddles, and he really does. Like, it's so obvious now that he does. And I've never had a pig that does before, have I? No. Because Clara will let me for a point. She'll probably let me up to about 5 or 10 minutes at most. Arabella is not enthused at all. Daphne is not bothered. I'm going to move this back a bit because hopefully you can see him better. But oh, what a little pancake. Hey? You love fleece beds. He is absolutely besotted with anything fleece. He loves the bed that goes with this pad. I just got this pad out. This is from Valerie's Zoo. He loves that bed, but I haven't given it to them since they've been all together just because it's just got the one entrance, so I'll wait until they're all ready for that. But he is just so gorgeous. He is an absolute joy to have. He weeks with the girls. He loves his veggies too. He's learning more things about living with other piggies, because obviously he hadn't for a while because he was neutered. And he is just gorgeous, aren't you? Yeah, you're a little credit to Kathy. She did a great job on you. You can really tell when someone's actually handled their pigs as well, because, you know, they're tame. Yeah. So apparently he doesn't like his hair being done, which I have trialed, and he definitely doesn't. But that's okay, because my other girls don't at all. I think it's long hairs. Even though they've got the long hair, they just really don't like it, do you? No. But I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about the adoption process that I went through and the rescue. And I will leave all of their links down below, because I would highly suggest that you go and have a look, and especially if you're around that area of Leicester, to consider adopting from there in the future if you're looking to get a pig. So thank you so much, and I shall speak to you in my next one. Bye!